Hi everybody, it's Coach Katie. I hope everybody is doing okay, and I hope that you're staying safe at home and you have things to do, and I hope that school's going well, and I hope everybody in your family is staying healthy and active and eating well and hydrating and doing all the things that we know that we're supposed to be doing. So they say we're in this together, and I guess that's really true. So this is day 20 something of staying home, and it's important that we do it so that all of everybody that we love stays safe. Anyways, we already knew all that, right? This week's lesson plan is all about communication, and this is only communication if someone on the other end is listening. So if no one's listening to what I'm saying, then I'm just talking to the wall right now. So it's not communication unless there's somebody talking over here, but there has to be somebody to receive it, to listen over here. Otherwise, it's just talking. It doesn't actually count as communication. So how does that relate to golf, and how can we tie that into something golf related? Well, when we think about our face and the expressions that we make, our face influences something that influences how you feel. And when we think about the face of a golf club, okay, the face of a golf club also influences what? Tell me. Where the ball goes, right? Now, why is that? What's important about this face when it meets the golf ball when we're hitting? I think the easiest way to show you is to do some demonstrations, okay? So I think that's what we'll do. All right. So I want to show you the dog, Sushi. What I really want to show you, though, is how the face of my putter is going to impact how it's going to influence the ball. So right now my putter head is square. Let's call it happy. Okay, my putter head is happy if we're looking at it. Now if I go straight back and straight through, my ball should go straight, obviously, right? Straight back, straight through, my ball will go straight, okay? That was obvious. Now I'm going to explain this the easy way first, because we're going to move this up into our irons next. But this is just trying to point out the obvious so that when we're swinging at 50 miles an hour, we don't have to go slow it down. So if I open up my face and go straight back and straight through, where will this ball go? This ball will go right. Right? Even though I went still straight back and straight through. If my face was super open, that's called open. And let's do one more. If my face is closed and I still go straight back and straight through, this one will obviously go left. All right, so let's make this a little bit more complicated and talk about it in terms of your full swing, okay? So this shaft right here represents your target line. So right now, my target line is the couch, okay? So that's your target line, meaning whatever you're aiming for is on this line right here, okay? So I have those arrows to the left and to the right, and let's just pretend that the path of my club as it comes through, remember it's zooming by, it's going to be going 50 or 60 or depending on how old you are, up to kind of almost 90 miles an hour, okay? So let's just pretend that we are going to always be swinging directly down the target line with a square club face. That club face right there is square. In terms of path, you'll get into talking about path when you get to different levels of the first tee. So this is a par level, so we're going to keep it kind of par focused. But eventually you're going to talk about path, which means you're not swinging directly down your target line. Maybe you're swinging a little bit this way. Maybe your club's coming over this way, okay? Maybe your club's coming across this way. But for terms of what we're talking about right now, we're going to say that your club is swinging down the target line, okay? And that right there is square. Can you see that? So what if I were to swing down the target line with my club face open? Okay, so I'm coming here and boom, I hit it like this. Where would that ball go? Okay, that ball would go out to the right. True? So it's really important that we need to understand how our club face, this guy, communicates with the ball and the way that it makes the ball move. So obviously, if we were to come through the other way, over here, with a closed club face, but still swinging down the target line, that ball is going to shoot off directly to the left. So that's a really, really, really important part that as you get better and better, you need to start to think about the relationship that your club face has with the ball, okay? When it makes contact, boom, is it open? Is it closed? Is it square? Is it too far this way? Is it too far that way? So all those things make a big difference. And when we get to maybe later on, even in the month, we'll add in path, because the way that your club comes into this is a really important subject too. And as I get better with my filming skills, maybe I'll figure out how a better way to explain that too. It's actually really more like a birdie lesson, but what the heck, we're all stuck at home and we all have the time to figure all this out, okay? So that's it. So just remember that your face has a very, very, very important communication with the ball when it makes contact. Even the tiniest amount affects which way that ball is going to go, okay? So here's to having a happy face, which means a nice, square, solid contact with the ball.